Picture this. It is a Sunday morning in October in a centuries-old apartment in the Quadrilatero district of Bologna, Italy. The bells of San Petronio are ringing across the medieval square, and an old wooden pastry board has been pulled out onto the marble counter, dusted snowy white with tipo OO flour. A pair of weathered Nana hands cracks 4 glossy, deep orange yolked eggs into a perfect circular well in the center of the flour, picks up a worn silver fork, and begins gently beating the eggs while pulling flour from the inside walls of the well. 45 minutes later, hand-rolled paper-thin yellow sfoglia is being cut into ribbons of fresh tagliatelle that fall into delicate golden nests on a flour-dusted board. This is pasta fatta in casa, homemade Italian pasta. Tonight, we walk through the actual Emilia-Romagna recipe, gram by gram, minute by minute. I am joined by 68-year-old Bolognese chef Giuseppe Romano, 50 years of Sunday pasta in Bologna, and Florence-born food historian Sofia Marchetti.
Ascolta, listen to me carefully, my friend. Pasta fatta in casa, the homemade pasta, this is the soul of Italy, you understand? In my Bologna, every nonna, every mamma, every Sunday, she make the pasta with her hands. Not Marco Polo from China. Madonna mia, this is myth. Pasta in Italy is from Etruscan time, 3,000 years ago, in Tuscany. The Romans, they were eating laganon, white, flat pasta, like lasagna, already in 2nd century. The fresh egg pasta, la pasta all'uovo, she is from Emilia-Romagna, my region, Bologna, Modena, Parma, Reggio Emilia. Why? Because here we have the best wheat, the best egg from the chicken who eat the corn, the best butter from the cow of Reggiano. The recipe for
And Nonno Giuseppe is exactly right. Pasta in Italy has profound regional geography. In the north, in Emilia-Romagna and Piedmont and Lombardy, pasta is made with eggs because the climate and dairy support egg-rich, butter-finished cooking. La pasta all'uovo, fresh egg pasta, like tagliatelle, fettuccine, pappardelle, tortellini, lasagna. In the south, in Puglia and Sicily and Campania, pasta is made with semolina flour and water only, because the wheat is hard durum wheat and the climate is hot. La pasta secca, dried pasta, like orecchiette, cavatevoli, spaghetti. In Liguria, the famous trophy are short hand-rolled twists made of flour and water. The same word pasta covers hundreds of regional shapes, each tied to a specific landscape, a specific harvest, a specific sauce. Tonight, Nonno Giuseppe will teach us the canonical Emilia-Romagna fresh egg pasta, the foundation.
Okay, ascolta. For 4 person, you need only 2 ingredients. The first, la farina, the flour. 400 gram of tipo 00 Italian wheat flour, not all-purpose American flour, Madonna. Tipo 00, it is very finely ground, soft wheat, low protein, around 9%. Brand I use is Caputo or Molino Quaglia from Italy. The second ingredient, le uova, the eggs. 4 whole large egg, room temperature, from Happy Chicken. In Italy, we say 1 egg for 100 gram flour. This is la regola, the rule. The egg, she must have the deep orange yolk, not the pale yellow. Pinch of fine salt, just little bit. That is all. No oil for pasta water, people. No milk, no water in the dough. For 4 person, 400 gram flour, 4 egg, pinch of salt. Pesare, weigh it. Always you must weigh.
Now, the technique. La fontana, the well, the heart of Italian pasta making. Pour the 400 grams of tipo 00 flour onto a clean wooden pastry board, never a marble surface, which is too cold and pulls heat from the dough. With your fingertips, build a perfect circular well in the middle, wider than you think, about 20 centimeters across, with high walls. Crack all 4 eggs directly into the well, add the pinch of salt. Take a sturdy fork and begin beating the eggs while keeping the flour walls intact. As the eggs become smooth, gradually start pulling flour from the inside of the wall down into the egg, a little at a time, until the mixture becomes a thick paste that no longer flows. Then drop the fork and use your bench scraper and your hands to fold the remaining flour in. Once a shaggy dough forms, knead it firmly on the board for 8 to 10 minutes. Push, fold, quarter turn, repeat, until it is silky smooth, elastic, and bounces back when poked. Cover with an upturned bowl and rest at room temperature for 30 minutes minimum. This rest is essential. The gluten relaxes and the dough becomes pliable.
Now we roll out la sfoglia. Listen, this is the magic moment. The dough is rested, supple, alive. Divide in 4 equal pieces. Keep 3 covered under bowl. Take 1 piece. 2 way to roll. The old way with mattarello. My way. The way of Nonna. It is wooden rolling pin, very long, 1 meter, no handles. Dust the board with semolina.
Cutting is the next step, and the shape determines what sauce you use. For tagliatelle, the classic bolognese ribbon, dust the rested sfoglia generously with semolina. Fold it loosely in thirds like a letter. Then, with a sharp knife, slice perpendicular ribbons exactly 8 mm wide. For fettuccine, slice at 6 mm. For pappardelle, the wide ribbons that hold rich meat sauces, slice at 2 to 3 centimeters. Unfold each slice into delicate nests on a semolina-dusted wooden board and let them dry, uncovered, for 10 to 15 minutes, long enough that the surface is no longer tacky, but the pasta is still pliable inside.
Now finishing. Ascolta, this is the most important part where many people fail. Never break the pasta. Never rinse the pasta with cold water. Never pour all the cooking water in the sink. You keep 1 cup. This water with the starch, she is gold. For simple finish, burro e salvia, butter and sage, my nonna way. In big wide pan, melt 80 grams of good butter. Add 12 fresh sage leaf. Cook 2 minutes on medium-low until the butter is golden brown nutty color. Smell like hazelnut. Then add the drained tagliatelle directly to the pan with 2 big spoons of the pasta water. Toss for 1 minute on the heat. This is mantecare, to mount. The starch from pasta water emulsify with the butter, create silky sauce, every ribbon coated. Off the heat, 60 gram grated Parmigiano Reggiano 24-month aged, fresh black pepper, more sage. Serve immediately in warm bowl. Eat with the people you love and a glass of Lambrusco. Perfetto!
3 takeaways. First, the ratio for 4 people is exactly 400 grams of Italian tipo 00 flour, plus 4 whole large room temperature eggs, plus a pinch of fine salt. Nothing else. No oil, no water, no milk. 100 grams of flour per egg. Always weigh, never measure by volume. Second, the technique is la fontana. Pour flour onto a wooden board, build a wide circular well 20 centimeters across, crack the eggs in, beat with a fork while pulling flour from the inside walls. Knead by hand for 8 to 10 minutes until silky smooth and elastic. Then cover and rest at room temperature for 30 minutes minimum before rolling. Third, roll the sfoglia to exactly 1 millimeter thickness with a mattarello or a pasta machine. Cut into 8 millimeter tagliatelle. Dry on a semolina dusted board for 15 minutes. Then cook in 4 liters of vigorously boiling salted water, 60 grams salt total, for only 2 to 3 minutes until al dente. Reserve 1 cup pasta water, finished with the mantecare technique in butter and sage and 24-month Parmigiano Reggiano. Eat immediately. Thank you, Nonno Giuseppe Romano. Thank you, Sofia Marchetti. Until next time.